Alright, it's day number 47 of my talking in front of the camera, trying to enhance my ability to speak English and honing and polishing my colloquial English. So today uh, I'm going to answer some questions about mobile phones, and it looks like I have already answered those questions, or at least I had pretty similar topic. But as I mentioned in the previous video, no matter have I answered it or no, I have a list with questions that uh, when I want to answer each question. So today, um, nothing special. To be honest, I'm feeling a bit bad, but as I said, like no matter what kind of circumstances around me, I have to do it 100 days in a row, like recording this video every day, and just uh, to practice my speaking, and at least somehow, but answer something and talk about different topics. All right, let's get started. And the first question: what was your first mobile phone like? My first mobile phone, it was push button phone, and I was a child. It was like about 10 years ago, I guess. Since that time it was pretty basic phone. It's not nowadays we can't imagine how to use such phone, but it was created, like such phone was created just to call and I don't know, to play in the game with the worm. So that's all, I guess, that that I was able to do due to that phone, but in that time it was enough. Alright, do you often use your phone for texting or making calls? Yes, every day, every single day, I'm using my phone to texting, and almost every day I'm talking with someone, and yeah, it's a pretty convenient method of communicating, of just, I don't know, keep discussing with someone. So yeah, I do it every day. Alright, will you buy a new mobile phone in the near future? Why or why not? Yeah, I want to change my mobile phone. Currently, I have a pretty good phone. I'm recording the video on this phone, and I have no problems with that, except only one. I have a really bad battery, and my phone is lowering very fast. So I constantly have to take with me, I know it's like power bank. I don't know how those calls in English. I hope the same. Yeah, power bank. So, and I have to take it no matter where do I need to go. So yeah, it's the only reason why do I want to change my phone, and yeah, that's all. Alright, how has your mobile phone changed your daily life? If you are talking about comparison about past when I had such phone, like mobile phone as today, and nowadays, everything changed tremendously, to be honest, because in the past I was able to study only due to books, due to something like this. I spent it, at least I had an ability to spend more time with my friends, and I did it. But nowadays, due to my phone, I have an ability to buy everything I need online. I have an ability to communicate with everyone I want online. I have an ability to study online, and a lot of abilities provides me my phone. So everything changed tremendously. I Now I don't have necessity to go outside to buy something like clothes, to talk with someone, to take some book to study. I don't need it because I can just pick up my phone, and that's really cool. That's so convenient, and in my case, it's only positive changes. Alright, do you think people use their phones too much nowadays? Yes, definitely. And there are a question: do you use it too much because of your work, because of your job, or because of your addiction to this phone, because each person nowadays addicted to their phone, addicted to dopamine, to no matter when you pick up your phone, usually you don't even know what do you need to do, but you pick up it and you just search something, you check on your social media, and you just waste your time. It's a huge issue, to be honest, in my opinion. So in my case, I almost don't use social media, only two to communicate, one to speak, and sometimes I'm deleting Instagram, for example, um, for the week, for the several days, to get rid of addiction to watch reels when I get it. Yeah, and usually, like, each person, I guess, who is under 60 years, probably 55, use their phone too much. Yeah. Alright, let's move next. We have part 2, long run. Describe a time when your mobile phone was especially useful to you. You should say when it happened, what the situation was, how your phone helped you, and explain how you felt about it. To be honest, I realized the usefulness, or the useful of my phone when I found myself abroad and I needed to communicate with others, but I didn't possess of English in that back then. I didn't know how to speak English, yeah, and I needed to explain something somehow. So I was able to pick up my phone, to open a translator, and to say everything I need, and to show to the person what do I need, what I wanted to explain to him, and it's very convenient, because sometimes we found ourselves in situations when we need some help, when we want to do something, but when we don't know language the person speaks, or the person don't know language you speaks, you need to solve it somehow, and your phone is able to help you in this way. However, I don't like this method. I'd rather prefer to communicate in person, by talking, by my mouse, because it feels natural, and I really like real communication. So yeah, and even nowadays, when I need to speak French somehow, I'm learning French, and because I live in French society, so I'm trying to use my French without translator, and it feels better. Your brain works harder, and you remember this language also better. So yeah. I wouldn't recommend to use translator when you're able to express your thoughts somehow, but generally it's a really good apparat. It's a really good gadget to help you in such situations. Yeah, that's all. All right, let's move next. We have part 3 discussion. Let's talk more about the role of modern phones in society. By the way, let me remind, if someone wished to answer those questions, if someone wished to observe just these questions, they're always below the video in the description. I leave them, and you can try your own to answer them, or I don't know, just if you're interested in, say they're in the description. That's possible to say that the questions, who's without spirit, they're in the description. I don't know. I have to check it after this video. Alright, why do some people change their phones frequently? I don't know. There are some reasons for that. One of the reasons, you have a lot of money and you have an ability to change your phone every time when you want. And the second reason, when you broke your phone, you just have to buy a new one, even if your new one is worse than your previous one. Anyway, you have to buy it to live in this environment, because I'm not sure that it's possible to live without mobile phone in this environment nowadays. So it's probably two reasons. But if we are talking about frequently, I don't know of people who change their phones frequently. And what does mean frequently is once per several months, in my opinion. But my friends, me, my parents, we change our phones once per several years, because if there are no necessary, it isn't wisely to just change your phone. All right, let's move next. What features are most important when choosing features? Oh my God, features. All right, I got it. What features are most important when choosing a new phone? I don't know. There are a lot of features that could be important when you are choosing your phone, but generally, I guess like your phone must be fast. It mustn't be slow when you're open something. Good camera, because in my case I like to record something, I like to make some photos, and I like to save it in my gallery, for example, and in a good quality. And also I guess I don't know, this all mostly depends on the person. Like, do you need it for work? Probably you need a lot of storage on your phone. By the way, yeah, storage, I guess, it's something that each of us, it's something necessary for each of us, or to each of us. So yeah, generally, like, it depends on the person. All right. Do mobile phones affect how people communicate face to face? Yes, of course. Even when I mentioned about finding ourselves in different societies, when we are not able to understand each other because of foreign languages, we are able to use our phone, and it's pretty strange, like, to think about it when you just you are staying in front of the another person, and you're using your phone to say something. Yeah, so, and also I think I mentioned about it in a lot of videos. Due to our phones, a lot of people don't want to go outside. They just prefer to communicate online. I don't mind. I communicate with my friends online also, just because we live in different countries, because of circumstances. But what I mean, if I lived in Ukraine, I would communicate with real person in real life every day, because I would understand them. I uh, I I would have this ability to talk with everyone in person. I mean, or in private, in person probably. Yeah, so, but unfortunately, due to technologies, a lot of people prefer to stay at home, not to go outside, and just they are. Oh my God, how to say? I wanna say one word. Mm, it's abuse. Yeah, they're abuse this ability to communicate due to their phone, and don't communicate with people face to face. All right, how do mobile phones affect productivity in the workplace? Uh, I guess it affects productivity in negative way, because when we have a mobile phone near to us, it's a great ability when you get bored to pick up our phone, to open, for example, Insta, TikTok, and then you lose time, perception of time. I don't know if can I put it on this way. We're losing perception of time, and we just wasted. We just wasted, and will be better to hide our phones somewhere due to work, because when you are working by using your phone, all right, there are no problem. But when you don't work, when you work due to your computer, or you do something another, your phone only distract you. So Unfortunately, phone effects not really good due to when we need to be productivity, when we have to keep our productivity. Alright, should children be allowed to use mobile phones at what age? Yeah, children definitely should be allowed to use their phone, but I guess from 11, 12 years old, probably 10, but you have to control what does your children do in their phones, because I don't know, in previous, probably 2 videos ago, I was talking about this issue that there are a lot of advertisement, kind of gambling and other things that children don't need to be familiar with in so young age. So yeah, like you can allow them, but you have to control it, you have to limit them until I don't know, at least 14, 15 years old, I guess. And probably will be better to 16. Yeah, like this. Alright, do you think mobile phones will continue to play an important role in the future? Why? Yes, definitely. Due to our phone nowadays, we are able to uh, get known about any information we wish, and just abandon this ability. There are no reasons for that. So of course it will be important, and nowadays each day there are existing new applications to do something on our phone, and people even order food due to their phone. They don't cook, they don't go outside to buy something. So of course the phone is something indispensable in nowadays environment, and in the future it will be definitely more ubiquitous than nowadays, and more mm, more consumed, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. Because sometimes I think about some words and I think does exist. Like I remember in previous video I wanted to say like the fin. There are some fins that people often that people like to buy, and it's like buyable fins. But I didn't even check. Let me now check it. Buyable. I don't know how to write it. Alright, so that's all for today. 18 minutes video, very good. I answered those questions, and I passed almost, no, I went almost a half through my way. Yeah. By the way, I'm preparing something not to talk about those questions, but I don't think that I should talk about it now just because it takes time. And all right, so that's all for today. Answer those questions. Thanks if someone watched it, and see you tomorrow.